Hello everyone, this is Jose, and today I'm going to be reviewing Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy is a Metroidvania, a platformer in which you have to explore a castle and try to accumulate power-ups and loot that later you can use to become more powerful and unlock more difficult areas of the castle until you eventually completed it. That said, Rogue Legacy has a couple of things that make it unique in this regard. For starters, the difficulty of the game is high. This game is very hard. We are talking almost original Castlevania difficulty here. You're gonna die a lot, and a lot of times. That said, the interesting part is that this is actually integrated with the game. The game expects you to die, and quite often. Every time you die, all the loot you have accumulated from that run in the game, you keep it, and you can use it to purchase upgrades for your next run. The legacy part of the game comes from the fact that each hero is supposedly the heir of your legacy after the previous hero inevitably died while exploring the dungeon. While interesting, this mechanic is not really all that fleshed out. It basically means that every time you die, you are presented with the choice of three possible heirs, each of them with a different set of abilities and a different class. While the classes are varied and they do change the gameplay quite a bit, the traits that your descendants or heirs have are, well, funny for the first few playthroughs, but after a while they grow a bit old, and some of them can make the game quite unplayable. Like, for example, Vertigo, that makes the screen be literally upside down. Also, there doesn't seem to be any connection between the different heirs. Like, if I'm constantly playing heroes with a particular trait, their heirs don't seem to have all that trait all that often. It's for all intents and purposes, it's completely random. And random is actually another thing very peculiar of this game, though in this case in a positive sense. Every time you enter the castle is different. There is some consistency to the castle. In the castle is always a tower, to the east is always a forest, and under it is always a dungeon. So you can guide yourself, but all the rooms are randomized on entry, unless you pay for it, which is something else you can do with your loot. You can pay, so the castle stays on the same shape again and again and again. Progress in this game is slow, really slow. Many times you will die and you will not accrue enough loot to purchase anything significant, and you need to sacrifice all your loot every time you go into the castle again, which is a bit frustrating. All in all, it is a fantastic game. It is very fast. It has that component of just one more character that incites you to play it again and again, even after grueling death after grueling death, and scratching victory closer and closer each time. That said, it is immensely frustrating and it is very difficult to play. It's probably not a game that you should play if you're very new to the platforming genre, and you should probably start in something like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which you can get in Xbox Live Arcade. That said, if you have played a platformer game before, or if you are a fan of the Metroidvania genre, by all means purchase this game. You're gonna have hours and hours of fun. This is Jose, signing off.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.